Hey everybody, this is Talks from CritHappen.com. We've got a special unboxing for you today. Today, we are going to unbox Descent, Journeys in the Dark, 2nd edition. And anyone who's familiar with Descent knows that this box is about maybe half the size of the 1st edition of Journeys in the Dark. So we're going to take a look, crack it open, see what's inside of it, and give you a glimpse. Here we go. Alright, so here we are with Descent, Journeys in the Dark, 2nd edition. Now, if anyone's familiar with this box, or the previous game, I mean, you'll notice that this box is about half the size. So I did play the very first Descent, Journeys in the Dark, 1st edition. Enjoyed it very, very much. And now we're going to get to crack into this one, the 2nd edition. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we've got inside. Other than a very tightly sealed box. The typical Fantasy Flight extra flyer. Rules of play, very colorful as always from Fantasy Flight. And you can see there's a lot of movements, a lot of different things in here. Looks like there's a pretty good amount of descriptions using pictures, which is kind of nice. Looks good. Always a high quality with Fantasy Flight. The quest guide, considerably thick. Map on the back, the Shadow Rune, as you can see. Looks like quite a bit of detail in here. Okay, looks like a lot of detail in here actually. Looks pretty good. Very, very good. Counters, 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 counters galore. Let's see how many we have in here. Wow. All right, that's pretty thick. Good amount of counters. It looks like the punch out. The hero cards, okay, and the typical Fantasy Flight bags. Let's take a look at these guys. So who do we have here? Averick. Looks very good. All right, on the back side of Averick, we have more stats. Now, one of the things you'll notice is that on the front side, they have a heroic feat, and on the back side, they do not. That's one of the mechanics of the game, is to know when you've used your heroic feat, you can flip over the card. There is Ashrian, I believe is how you say it, and then on her back side, you'll notice the pictures are the same. It looks like stats are the same as well. It's just that heroic feat is the only difference. So Grisbane the Thirsty, as most dwarves usually are. They should be. Sindrail, very good looking artwork on these. Just really colorful. One of the things that I really like about Fantasy Flight is their artwork and how much it just jumps off the pages at you. Jane Fairwood, as opposed to Jane Unfairwood or Fairway. Tomble Burwell has a neat little heroic feat. Remove your figure from the map and place a hero token in the space. At the start of your next turn, place your figure in any empty space within 4 spaces of your hero tokens. So he's got like a little teleport ability. Very cool. And then this is a great artwork. Widow Tara. She has the heroic feat of perform an attack, and this attack affects 2 different monsters in your line of sight. One thing I have heard about this game is that the line of sight is a lot easier to deal with, a lot less complicated than the original one, and Leoric of the book, of course. So lots of heroes it looks like. It looks like a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heroes, which is really good. Then we have, wow, a whole lot of little mini cards from Fantasy Flight. The Iron Longsword, weapons. I believe these are some of the cards that you can build your decks out of. And then it looks like a good amount of regular size cards. These, go ahead and whip these out. Look like a mix of dungeon cards, I think these are. These are the dungeons for the Dungeon Master. Some additional action cards, some summary cards, and then what looks like some monsters with different statistics. Really, really good artwork, as you can see. This is probably my only gripe about Fantasy Flight, is they put so many things on their cards that the artwork kind of gets taken away from it. But that's okay, because at the end, the gameplay really is the thing that matters to me. This is an interesting thing I've heard, is that the different colors determine the different types of monsters that can come out. So in other words, you have a yellow level monster and a red level monster. I think that has to do with the amount of people in the game. I'm not sure because, again, I haven't read the rules for it, so I just want to hold off on that. Really, really good artwork, though, on some of these. Very, very exciting looking. And no minis. Where are all our minis? Well, looks like we have a scorecard, and I bet you money they are, yes, they are all under there. So little counters for your doors, dice galore, between looks like 2 reds, a blue, a black, a brown, 2 yellows, and 2 grays, or 2 whites as it may be, and a ton, wow, of tightly packed minis. That's actually pretty good. They keep them in this little bag, and everyone's organized, it looks like. Everyone's color-coded. It looks like grays are heroes, and yellows are whites, and red monsters, which may line up to those yellows and reds that we saw. Let's go ahead and pop this open and take a look at the quality of the miniatures. And usually, plastic miniatures like this, pretty good detail. This one looks really, really good, just right out of the box. We'll go ahead and take a look at him. Spikes galore. Not for little children. And let's take a look at one of the smaller ones. This is one of the yellow monsters, it looks like. Very good detail. These could be good for painting if you're a painter. Usually the plastic that Fantasy Flight makes their stuff out of is usually pretty good for going ahead and painting. Good size minis too. There's also, let's see, oh, this guy looks pretty monstrous. He is like a fire fiend, it looks like, or some kind of elemental fiend. Lots of stuff happening there. And then maybe one of the littler guys, like this guy, but still very quality craftsmanship for mass-produced games. Now let's see if we can find one of the heroes in here. Go ahead and pull out, yes, here we go. Pretty good quality again, very, very rich detail. Not, you know, this isn't Games Workshop by any means, but, you know, some people like Games Workshop better, some people don't. It's all their taste, but good quality. So that's it. It's quite a bit of tokens, quite a bit of minis. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and open this all up. We'll take a couple of pictures of how everything is from inside the box, and we'll go from there. All right, we've got everything out of the box. These are the spiders. Looks like some archers. And you'll notice there are a lot of whites and 1 red of each type. Some hellhounds, it looks like. Some fire elementals. An ogre or a cave troll or something like that. Balrog looking type thing. Again, a white and a red version, or a yellow and a red version, whichever you want to call it. Zombies, shamblers, and witches, and some really cool looking monsters. And we've got some heroes, which look really, really good. Let's go ahead and pan back. Again, a lot of heroes. There's 8 heroes in the game. Lots of cards. Separated out the little cards here. And you'll notice on these little guys, there are things that will, if we can focus in on it here, say Necromancer. And then over here we have Thief. And then over here we have Disciple. And my favorite, the Berserker. So looks really, really cool. Lots of cards to the game. And lots of tokens and tiles and things to take out and break apart and separate and keep track of and all that fun stuff. So that is Descent in a box, out of the box, covering the whole table. We're going to actually take a look at this over the weekend, play several games of this, and hopefully get a review put together for you guys. So let us know what you think. Feel free to comment here on YouTube channel. You can go to critshappen.com. Of course, facebook.com/critshappen and twitter.com/critshappen. You can also search for us on Google+, and we might be on the moon, for all I know. Who knows? Thanks so much for watching, and keep rolling those dice, and we hope they're all crits.